Hello everyone, and welcome to my Days of Our Lives official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Days of Our Lives reveals that Johnny DiMera woke up in bed with Chanel Dupree, who hinted that something they did last night was a first for her. Johnny rushes to the hospital. Teresa rejects Alex's lawyer Tate's setback. As Chanel and Johnny partook in a coquettish morning together, they in the long run checked their telephones out. Johnny acknowledged he'd missed a lot of messages, so he raced to the emergency clinic in the wake of getting reports on Holly Jonas' excess. At Paulina Value's place, Abe Carver made her morning meal and apologized for not getting physically involved with her last evening. It simply didn't feel right since Abe couldn't recollect the existence they recently shared, so Paulina got it. When Chanel showed up, she dreaded she was interfering with and saw Abe was in his nightwear. While Abe was off changing, Chanel let Paulina know that it seemed like things went well last evening. Paulina conceded Abe dozed in another bed, yet she was satisfied over Abe's adoration statement and let Chanel know that she updated him on her ailment. Abe wouldn't allow Paulina to drive him away, so Chanel grinned and said that seemed like him. Paulina tested Chanel on her own night with Johnny, so she indicated about having late-night dessert and blazed back to Johnny licking whipped cream off her body. Afterward, Chanel conversed with Paulina and Abe about Holly's excess as well as the developing addiction to drugs in Salem. At the medical clinic E.J. DiMera addressed Rafe Hernandez via telephone. Rafe obviously figured E.J. ought to zero in on his family rather than his quarrel against Tate Dark. E.J. called attention to that Nicole DiMera was with Eric Brady at this moment and transferred that news to Johnny once he appeared. After E.J. considered Tate liable for Holly's excess and trance state, he proposed that Holly was never into drugs until Tate went along. Johnny thought about how E.J. could rest assured and conceded Holly become inebriated on New Year's Eve. That left Johnny wishing he'd put in more effort to help Holly, yet E.J. said there was nobody to fault for her difficulty aside from Tate. A short time later on Thursday's DOL show, Johnny called Chanel to update what is going on with Holly. Despite the fact that Johnny didn't have the foggiest idea about the subtleties on Tate's finish of things, he realized E.J. intended to bring him down. John Black gave Tate a boost ahead of his arraignment at the Salem Police Department by presenting him with a suit that Marlena Evans had made for him. John likewise attempted to settle Brady Dark down and assist him with seeing that Tate needed to deal with this part all alone. With respect to Teresa Donovan episode, she offered thanks to Justin Kiriakis for coming to address Tate on a vacation. Justin said he'd do anything for family, however Alex Kiriakis showed up and proposed family wasn't what they required at the present time. Alex uncovered that he'd employed one more superstar legal counselor, all things considered a merciless one who knew how to close the indictment down hard. Teresa dismissed Alex's substitute lawyer and stayed with Justin since she confided in him alongside Brady and Tate. Once more Alex examined Teresa concerning the likelihood that Tate may be at legitimate fault for scoring the medications, however Teresa trusted her child. Moreover, John let Brady know that his stomach was coming clean with him that Tate was telling. In spite of the fact that there was some strain among Teresa and Brady, Justin contended that they needed to meet up for the good of Tate. To keep away from any further blow-ups before the appointed authority, Justin demanded every other person remaining behind while he indicted Tate. 1 Days From Now episode, Tate got back with Justin and uncovered that the adjudicator had conceded his bail. John was excited alongside the others and needed to have a celebratory lunch. When Justin went to get Tate's delivery desk work, he got a call from the associate lead prosecutor and appeared to be concerned. Rafe likewise got a call about the appointed authority switching his choice, so he said Tate's bail had been denied and that he needed to remain in police care. Tate falsehoods, Brady attempts, New Year's sentiment troubles. Days of Our Lives show that Tate Dark will lie about the medications Holly Jonas took at the party exacerbating things. Brady Dark necessities some counsel. Chanel Dupree and Paulina Cost awaken with totally different New Year's Eve results. Tate Dark will not yield. Days of Our uncover that Tate has found his direction to the police headquarters and will not permit his dad, Brady, to accept any penalty for the medications Holly ingested at the New Year's Eve party. E.J. DiMera will not completely accept that the medications had a place with Holly regardless of what anybody says. Notwithstanding, Tate isn't going to allow his dad to accept any penalty. Tate came clean about the medications when he was addressed initially. Be that as it may, since Brady was captured, Tate won't allow him to go down for this. Brady contended energetically to move beyond his dependence on assume the fault for another person's concerns. Could Tate at any point hold history together for all interested parties, or will reality at long last emerge? DOL Brady Dark Necessities Nurturing Guidance. Brady is alongside himself since Tate has decided to confess to these charges. Brady additionally realizes that Tate is just doing this for him. Brady was attempting to keep Tate in the clear when he professed to be liable for disseminating these medications to minors. Brady could never follow through with something like that, and anybody at the Salem PD knows that. DOL Tate Untruths, Brady Attempts, New Year's Sentiment Burdens. John can't offer Brady any great guidance since there simply isn't any contrasted with what Tate has admitted to. The best thing that could occur as of now is for Holly to awaken and come clean about purchasing the medications and offering them to Tate. On the off chance that EJ pushes for Tate to be attempted as a grown-up, he could be in a correctional facility for a really long time. Aftermath of Days of Our Lives New Year's party. The Price ladies have had very different experiences with their dates on New Year's Eve. Chanel will awaken with Johnny DiMera, what her identity is wildly enamored with. Chanel is anxious to see what the new year has in store now that she and Johnny are back together. Paulina, then again, has awakened with a sharp desire for her mouth after Abe Carver's admission of affection. Paulina and Abe might have gathered together to celebrate, yet Abe is saying sorry for not getting physically involved with Paulina. Could Paulina and Abe at any point get their marriage in the groove again, or is now the right time to continue on? Days of Our Lives Tate flips, Brady panic, Wendy packs, and Xander's bold request reveal that Tate Black is terrified when his bail is revoked. Brady dark and Teresa Donovan alarm. Trip Johnson shares frustrating news as Wendy Shin packs for China. Additionally, Xander Cook welcomes Sarah Horton to move in with him. Days of Our Lives Tate dark flips out. DOL uncover that Tate will respond to his bail getting renounced. As Tate's friends and family paused, Tate showed up under the steady gaze of an adjudicator. Days of Our Lives Tate flips, 3D frenzy, Wendy packs, Xander's strong solicitation. That judge gave Tate bail, however EJ DiMera had it disavowed. Tate was simply celebrating returning home with his family when the bail disavowal stunner was dropped. Naturally, Tate will fly into a frenzy. DOL 3D frenzy. Both Brady and Teresa experience been in difficulty with the law a few times throughout the long term. In this way, they realize that prison is an exceptionally terrible spot for a youngster like Tate to be. Brady and Teresa realize that EJ has it out for Tate due to Holly Jonas' unconsciousness. Nonetheless, they accept that Tate is blameless. How are they going to demonstrate it, and could Tate at any point try and get a fair preliminary in Salem? Days of Our Lives Wendy Shin gets together. Days of Our Lives uncover that Wendy begins to pack for China. Trip should go to China with Wendy. Notwithstanding, Trip imparts frustrating news to Wendy as she wraps up pressing. Trip is most likely not going to China with Wendy. Trip not entirely set in stone to really focus on Holly. Trip could likewise need to remain in Salem thinking about his feelings of dread for Ava Vitali. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any update.